We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down after a gain of... And 3rd down, coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
So on 4th down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set. Tiger, 19, go.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He gets free. Inside the 30. And he is unstoppable. He goes all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Motion man is Rice. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready up.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
They motion a receiver right. A play fake. Now Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. That's on target to Brendan Rice. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards. RPO, they throw it to Rice. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3. They face second down and 7. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Throwing on second down, Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level, they could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Hill brought in motion. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A handoff here, up the middle. Fighting off tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Williams. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield.
And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Miami. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. The extra point is up and through. And the Dolphins will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready?
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On second down, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Tap 60, tap 60. Mustang 19. Hut, hut.
Third and long. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Rice. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man downfield. It's Rice. 25 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Titan first down.
Let's go.
Now a give up the middle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll throw out of the gun. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up here. First and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's a designed run. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Okay, ready? Hey, hey. Check that. Here we go, set.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Titans. It's his second touchdown of the year. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Titans get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's to the right side and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He finds Likely, his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
19 Lions.
Hill brought in motion. To throw it again, it's Williams. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
He'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. To the tight end, Likely.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 7. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Dolphins. His second touchdown of this first half.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air once more on second down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Hole inside the 20, and he will score again. Touchdown, Miami. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Motion man is Rice. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Oklahoma.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Going up top. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Motion man is Rice. Back to the ground after the penalty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. now a give on the ground. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter.
35, Titans 7.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kick is good. Makes the score Dolphins 35, Titans 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. A play fake. Now Williams. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played. Particularly against the run, there has been nowhere to operate.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and This is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
That's taken in, and he's going to pick up the first down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to, gets there, and keeps the drive alive. He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the air one more time. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Quick throw, taken in, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Quick throw here is complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd, and they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Motion man is Rice. They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught, and he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. So a win here for the Dolphins. They continue their winning ways in the month of September.